The girl who proved her science teacher's favorite fact was fake. My daughter Maya came home from school yesterday, looking like she'd just lost a fight with a rain cloud. She's in 7th grade, and she's a total science nerd. Like, she actually reads medical journals for fun. So when her health teacher, Mrs. Higgins, started the unit on the 5 senses, Maya was actually excited. Until Mrs. Higgins pulled out the classic tongue map. You know the one, that diagram that says the tip of your tongue only tastes sweet and the back is strictly for bitter? Maya raised her hand, polite as ever, and said, actually, Mrs. Higgins, that's been debunked for like 30 years. Receptors for every taste are found all over the tongue. The whole room went dead silent. Mrs. Higgins, who's been teaching since the Reagan administration, just stared at her. She didn't thank Maya. She didn't even look it up. She just said, Maya, unless you have a PhD, we're following the curriculum. Now sit down. But Maya didn't sit down. She mentioned that her Aunt Sarah is a literal sensory researcher at the State University. Mrs. Higgins snapped. She told Maya she was being disruptive and assigned her 50 lines of, the tip of the tongue is the only place we taste sweetness. I was fuming. The next morning, I didn't send an email. I called Aunt Sarah. We walked into that classroom right before the lunch bell. Sarah was wearing her white lab coat, carrying a tray of blind taste test kits. Mrs. Higgins looked like she'd swallowed a lemon, but she couldn't exactly turn away a guest scientist in front of the students. Sarah let every kid try the test. Sweet on the sides, bitter on the tip, salty in the back. The kids were floored. They realized the map they'd been studying was a total lie. The best part? The principal walked in just as Sarah was explaining that textbooks are sometimes decades out of date. Mrs. Higgins had to hand back Maya's punishment lines in front of everyone, and the look on her face? Priceless. Maya's not just the science nerd anymore. She's the girl who officially changed the syllabus. Always double-check your facts, folks, even if they're printed in a book.